What's up, PEL? This is BNOM81 coming to you with some Week 16 predictions and a lot of big games this week, a lot of playoff implication games going on, especially this first one between the Titans and the Texans. Titans won the first time these guys played at home, which gives him the tiebreaker for now over Levi. Both these guys are 9-5 at the top of the AFC South, so this is a really big one. And I look for Levi to get this one since Titans won at home. I'm going to give the Texans this one at home. Let's say 27-21 to take control of the AFC South. Next up, we got the Patriots and the Dolphins. And the Dolphins are tied with the Bills at the top of the AFC East. And he's going to desperately need this game to keep pace. So I'm going to take the Dolphins in this one, 27-20. We got the Bears and the Chiefs. And the Bears are actually ahead in the NFC North right now because he's finished up play in the AFC North and he finished 5-1, which is better than the Vikings 4-1. So right now he has the tiebreaker, and this is a big game for him against the Chiefs. And the Chiefs are also 8-6 and looking to stay in that wild card for the AFC. And the AFC, if you haven't seen, that's jumbled up. There's like 5 or 6 teams for 2 slots. 4, 5, 6 teams for 2 slots. It's really tight over there, and the Chiefs are right in there with an 8-6 record. So I'm going to take the Chiefs in this game. I'm going to say 24-20 in a tight game. Big win for the Chiefs to keep pace in the AFC. Up next, you got the Cardinals and the Falcons, 2 teams that are really struggling. I'm really struggling. I can't do anything offensively right now. And Cody, he throws a lot of interceptions, so this is going to be an ugly game. I'm going to take Cody in this one just as bad as I've been playing. We're going to say 13-10. We got the Bills and the Eagles, and the Bills have to have this one to keep pace with the Dolphins up there, to keep their playoff hopes alive and winning the South, or maybe even winning the last 2 games and maybe snatching up one of those wild card slots. So the Bills over the Eagles in this one, pretty easy. Let's say 24-14. We got the Rams and the Panthers in a good game here, but not a lot of playoff implications. The Panthers have locked up the South, and the Rams can't catch Bueno anymore because the Seahawks clinched the West. So the Rams are looking to settle into that 5 hole, and this game has a lot of history to it. Matt and Bugatti have played a lot of big games when they were in the AFC and a lot of games in the playoffs, and it always seems that Bugatti gets Matt. So I don't think this will be any different. Really close game. Let's say 24-21. Bugatti keeps rolling on, and guys, man, nobody want to play him in the NFC playoffs. Now you try to figure out how to get seeded to stay away from Bugatti right now. Next up, we got the Broncos and Lions, and the Broncos are right there at the top of the AFC. And if they want to get home field advantage and a bye, they can't slip up against the Lions. So I'm going to take the Broncos in this one. Pretty easy. Let's say 30-10 and a good win for the Broncos to look, as they roll on towards the playoffs. Next up, we got the Steelers and the Jets. And I like what the Jets have been doing. Jets have been playing better. But the Steelers in this one, I think I'm going to take the Steelers. Let's say 24-17. Next up, we got the Colts and the Bucks, and the Colts are at 8-6, right hanging in there in the AFC South and in the wild card. And since Levi and Scooby play each other this week, the Colts can gain ground with a win over the Bucks. So I'm going to look for the Colts to get this win and just jumble up that AFC picture even worse for next week. So let's say Colts 20, Buccaneers 14. We got the Bengals and the Jaguars, and I look for Jeff to get after Brandon. That pass rush, that new man-to-man concept Jeff's running. Give me Jeff in this one. Tight, low-scoring game. Let's say 17-14. We got the Raiders and the Chargers. Blake's going to get the force over Deontay in this one. No playoff implications in this game either. We got the Giants and the 49ers, and the Giants are 9-5 along with the Redskins, and the Cowboys are hanging in there 8-6. So this is a big game for the Giants. Give me the Giants in this one, 27-14. Oh, we got the Saints and the Seahawks, and as Bueno rolls towards that number 1 seed and home field advantage, I don't think he's going to get slipped up by Reggie. Let's say 30-20. We got the Ravens and the Browns, and probably the game of the week here. Ravens have been staying right there even without Lamar Jackson. They just keep playing that tough defense. They keep running the ball. They don't make any mistakes. They make all those big special teams plays. But Tristan has been rolling on offense. I think in the last, 4 of the last 5 games or something like that, he scored over 30 points. I mean, he is just gashing everybody he plays, and he won't do that against Caleb, but he will get this win and launch himself to win the NFC North and maybe even home field advantage throughout the playoffs. Definitely looking at a bye if he can win this game. So Tristan, I'm sorry, I just keep picking you, but I think you're going to win. So you got the Packers and the Vikings, and this is a big win for the Vikings. We got the Bears playing a tough game up there, like I mentioned earlier, and the Packers are going to give up this force to the Vikings, and the Vikings are going to get that 10th win, and it's going to put him at 5-1 and eliminate the tiebreaker over the Bears. So you got the Bears and the Vikings that I believe split, and now they're going to have 5-1 records, and it's going to come down to week 17 or maybe even the Madden God. So this will be a big win for Aaron as he looks into week 17. I think the Vikings and the Bears split. Let's see if they play next week. Now, Vikings and the Broncos, that's going to be a tough matchup for Aaron, which is good for Ed. But anyway, back to week 16. Last game here, we got the Cowboys and the Redskins, and the Cowboys are, 8-6 and hanging in there, and the Redskins are 9-5. I think the Redskins can knock out the Cowboys this week and get this done over the Cowboys. Let's say 27-20. All right, guys, you just saw that I got a invitation from Cody, and so it's time to play some ball. So anyway, good luck to everybody in week 16. I'll holler at you later.